All right, y'all. Hope you can hear me okay. Testing, testing. I'm just gonna make this short and sweet and just deal with this bullshit here. So let's go. Yeah, it's hard to believe you Negroes are like, just deal with this fake outrage. I'm gonna make this brief. I'm actually, as you can hear, I'm kind of sick. Been sick for the whole week. So yeah, it's shocking. Shocking. I'm gonna name the people too who have partook in this fake ass outrage and letting this clown right here, this dude, start any type of discussion in hip hop. Anything. All right. And we will just name some of the players, but let me just get right into it. Anyone who's come by, listen, just like the video, share, subscribe, and just put some ones up if you can hear me okay. Because I don't even have I don't, what's up, Philip? Belgrade, straight from London. What's going on? I'm going to try to make this under a half hour because I'm actually in Toronto, right? I'm in Toronto right now. So, I had to come up here, see family, other things as well. But let me just get right to the point. Anyone else who comes in to y'all, but I mean, it's really sad watching this, bro. Well, let's read. I just took any article, so I don't give a shit. It's from the Jasmine brand. Fat Joe sparks mixed reactions after calling out radical black racists. I knew what he meant. I mean, it's really bigots, but people, y'all need to stop this, bro. He wasn't saying the technical term of racist. And I guess y'all got mad because he used the N-word too. So like, I mean, some of the people, let me just throw one out there. There's a lot of clout chasers and fools who you just got to look at differently at this stage in the game for getting behind a buffoon like Tariq Nasheed. So I guess they mad because he said the N-word. I heard Seti, your boy General Seti, light-skinned dude from Detroit, Mr. Pan-Africanism himself. My man, we need to go up to Fat Joe. We need to beat him down, blah, blah, blah. Well, dude, you had about 30 years to step to, because he's been using the term for 30 years. I mean, all this bullshit, a white Puerto Rican dude is light-skinned. All right? He's a light-skinned Puerto. Look at the lips. Look at the nose. Man. Like what are we doing here, bro? For Tariq? So they're saying that, he shared his critical thoughts about this cult called that just started a couple years ago, FBA, and called them broke. He didn't, but yeah, he did say broke niggas, but the people who elevate Tariq Nasheed, they are broke. He extracts money from working class Negroes, and basically they support his lifestyle. There's a brother on Twitter, CGJ Production. I gotta see if I can get his Twitter handle. Really foot on neck of Tariq Nasheed, just direct attack. And he pulled up the numbers. Okay. He pulled up the numbers of what Tariq pulled in when he started up this grift. He collected $4 million from you fools. Now I know you're saying it's pocket watching. Yeah, it is pocket watching, but isn't that what you're supposed to be doing if you really want reparations? He's at the point right now he can say anything. Tariq is at the point he can say anything and you guys are going to follow that shit. Some of you, let me just say this, man, because, you know, I mentioned SETI. Like, this is man supposed to be Mr. Pan-African, Mr. Blacker than black, and, you know, red, black, and green. How do you get behind FBA when it is literally MAGA in blackface? Here's just some of the, you know, a few hits from your boy Tariq Nasheed. You see, and shout out to Haven Bullets. And again, excuse my voice. I'm just going to go through this quickly. Tariq Nasheed called black immigrants are the biggest threat to black people in 500 years. So more than Jim Crow, more than slavery, more than imprison the Biden bill. He said that one of his dick holders, and the guy, he goes, Black Alpha Network, a dude who doesn't look like he's taken a bath in like 10 days and shit. The guy goes on a whole video attacking Fat Joe, saying, look where you come from, and putting up the worst of ghettos. And who knows if that was even Puerto Rico. Guys, I've been to Jamaica. Just a couple of months ago, I was in Jamaica. Like, what the hell are y'all doing? There's high class, middle class, there's low class. That's anywhere on this planet. But again, these people they're not the best or the brightest. Tariq also said Caribbean people are responsible for bringing degenerate behavior to the black community. Be it twerking. You know, there were strip joints and juke joints way before immigrants came here, right? Tariq said black immigrants started black gender wars. He said black immigrants started all the hardcore gangbanging in LA. This is how crazy it is. He'll have an FBA museum, and he'll talk about Eazy-E and Ice-T and NWA and all these guys. They started hip-hop, and it's not the museum, it's the hookah lounge. But if gangbangers started the shit, so how are they not? It's sad, man. It's sad watching you guys go out, how you're going out like this, man. Black immigrants were the cab drivers in New York City who wouldn't pick black people up. Not like there weren't any white cab drivers, just making shit up. Radicalizes followers against. I'm just reading what Haven Bullets really put down. I mean, there's a whole time. I just don't have a chance to go through all of it. Listen, man. All of these people, Lord Jamar, who's supposed to be a 5%er and brand Nubian and Black Power and all of this, he's grenading. Lord Jamar is grenading. He's a textbook tether. And he gets behind this flag waving shit? Man, listen. You got Doggy Diamond. Doggy Diamond should know better, being out of New York. Doggy Diamonds talked about the origin of hip-hop in his last video, and he mentioned Pygmy, this comedian from down south. That's one of the top hip-hop records. Then this other, and I showed you this doo-wop group. I don't want to play him because I'll probably get struck. Back in the 50s. So let me get this straight, because they say this because these guys were rhyming, right? So because they were rhyming, they were the first ever hip-hop. If that's the case, what are Shakespearean poems? What about that? Like, how far back you want to go with this? Old MacDonald had a farm. How about all those old white uh, uh, nursery rhymes. They rhyme, don't they? Hip hop, the definition of hip hop is two turntables and a microphone. Scratching, mixing. There's no mixing with Pigmeat Mark. I'm like, what is he teaching you fools? Oh my God. Look, I truly believe, like, if you're a group and you want to mobilize, you got to have some sort of superpower. I think the superpower with FBA and their followers, you ever met somebody they're so dumb it hurts? Like, they're so stupid. They literally, like, it's a slow burn. They're that stupid. And I think that's like a superpower that they use against the well-thinking people. Tariq knows his followers are so dumb. And this is the guy who's supposed to be an authority in hip hop. Let me just say one, because I don't have much time. This fool gave this antidote as to how black Ted. Well, here's what he said. He used Tim Dog. Tim Dog is a rapper from the East Coast who made this song called F Compton. Okay. So F Compton, this is what he said. He said, oh, well, he attacked all the West Coast rappers and he made the block hot for him from attacking them, from blowing up their spot. So in other words, in F Company was talking about, obviously, the Jerry curls and the black, and the wearing black and promoting gang culture, blah 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 blah. And which is another thing. If Caribbeans and tethers create a gang culture and you got a guy over here talking against it, how's that a bad thing? But he's saying now, oh, he's going after the gang culture, so he's making the block hot. But this is how idiotic, and this is why this conversation is so dumb, because these guys don't even know basic hip hop. Tim Dog went after really Dr. Dre, because at that time, Dr. Dre, who's 6'3" and 200 plus pounds, beat up this smallish woman, D Barnes. All right, because D Barnes dared to interview Ice Cube, and Ice Cube dissed NWA during their breakup. So it was a big story. Dre beat up D Barnes and had people holding people behind in the saber. It was pretty bad, from what I understand. But here's the point. He said that Tim Dog in 91 was making a block hot for the NWAs of the world, not mentioning that the FBI wrote a letter attacking NWA in 1988. So how much hotter would the block be? Oh my God. These guys don't know basic hip hop knowledge. And Doggy Diamonds, to bring up Pigmeat Markham, again, two turntables and a microphone. So if you have a song like Boys in the Hood from Eazy-E, it's a rap version. But you can go online, there's this alternative rock group that made a remix of the song, Boys in the Hood. But Boys in the Hood, that remix is alternative rock. It's not rap anymore. Oh my God. I mean, come on, guys. It's just, guys, you got to get, like, the fact that these 90s rappers now at this stage in the game, man, it's actually good that this happened, because all of the weirdos came to the surface. West Coast Cam, that's Ice Cube's cousin. West Coast Cam is asking for an apology from Fat Joe. West Coast Cam has the FBA flag in his thumbnail. West Coast Cam is a part of the Nation of Islam, aka the Nation of Scientologists. Nation of Islam, who's supposed to be anti-flag, anti-American flag waving now. And keep in mind, Nation of Islam, like, as okay, I don't want to curse too much. I'm at somebody else's place, but Nation of Islam isn't for that work unless it's on black people, right? Never had no boots to the ground back in the 60s. And whenever anybody wanted to raise up, aka Malcolm, aka Khalid, they threw him out of the group. They threw him out of the group. But here you have Cam, who is talking about Fat Joe owes him apology. When is he going to get it? Meanwhile, did he say that to DJ Muggs, who is fully white Italian, when DJ Muggs was producing his music? Did he approach Cypress Hill, white Cubans? Like, he knows what it is. Does everybody, is it that bad? Everybody's gotta search for clout like that? Shout out to Sadat X. All right. Sadat X stepped up, and Sadat X, so for those who don't know, he's one of the other members of Brand Nubian. So when Fat Joe smacked Lord Jamar and he rightfully named him the wackest of the crew, all right, Sadat X was like the second best. Pooh Bah was better. Well, Sadat X had that unique flow, very unique flow. And he said the FBAs, they tried to call him a tether. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get, because he did it so nicely, and he is so right in what he said. But tell West Coast Cam, his leader is a tether. I mean, again, these guys are weirdos. Weirdos. Then there was one of Tariq's dick riders. What is his name? Black. What is it, like BAN, bitch ass nigga? I mean, what is it? Black Alpha Network, whatever it is. Like, this dude, come on, man. Did a whole 3 hours. He had he had about 2,800 people in the chat. Like, dude, or whatever, man. This is what you got to do in order to make money? Sickening. Sickening. It really is. Oh, I think this stopped. Hold on a second. What's up, Courtney? Wait, did this stop on me? It looks like this stopped. Hold on a second. Hold it. Hold it, man. Hold it. Give me a second. I'm gonna be out of here in a second though, but thanks for coming. But okay, there it is. I thought my shit stopped. Listen, man. Who else needs to be called out here? Listen, I didn't even press Jeremy, aka the Black Authority, as called. I didn't even press his I can't do it, man. I didn't even press that shit. I ain't even press this shit, man. Like, this is Jeremy right here. This guy right here, who doesn't even show up at his own at his premieres. You just hear his voice. Like, you guys are just seriously like lost. The only picture of this guy on the internet is a mugshot. I mean, good grief, y'all. Good Lord. Fat Joe was 100% right in what he did. No, you can't say, like, he didn't say, we'll call all black people racist. He just called that silly group, that little grift that the guy on the right started. That's who he was talking to. The guys on Twitter. The one guy who came in here called me a tether babble. Like, he called them people that. He didn't call that to all black people. And you guys are making all these silly, taking these silly shots. Oh, he was the wackest one. And some of you don't even know what DITC means. You don't even know what it means. And yeah, the other three were better. They were better producers. They were better rappers, all of them. But he obviously made a major contribution to that crew, whether through promotion, because keep in mind, most of those guys are from uptown. All those guys are from uptown in the Bronx. And Fat Joe was the only one in the 90s who held up that borough. Keep in mind, in the 90s, the Bronx, even though it started hip hop, during the 90s, which was the peak of hip hop, in the 90s, Queens was popping, Brooklyn was popping, Harlem was popping, Long Island was popping, Staten Island, which nobody spoke about Staten Island, was popping. The Bronx was that forgotten borough. The only person who had any sort of mainstream success out of the Bronx was Fat Joe. What was Tariq doing back then? He was trying to be a pimp. He put out 2 brutal albums. This shit, come on now. Wait a minute. Let me ask you this before I go. You see this crap right here? Understand, the dude that you're looking at came out of Alabama. According to his story, he went to Detroit, then went to LA. My question is this. You go to LA to be a rapper. Is everybody in LA a gangster rapper? So you got this guy who did not even live this lifestyle. See, Fat Joe, what he talked about, he lived. No one ever denies that. What he talked about, he lived. This guy didn't live this lifestyle like this at all, period. Not every person on the West Coast is a gangbanger. Far Side, were they gangbangers? Was Casual a gangbanger? Was it alcoholic style? But this guy went over there and cosplayed because he thought this is what everybody over there did. Who is the culture vulture? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This guy's as real as a $3 bill. At least Joe has a little bit of authenticity as far as where he came from. He came from the Bronx. He spoke about Bronx things. And Joe is not the greatest Latino rapper. You don't even know. You couldn't even tell. If I, like, this Joe, did you know that AZ is Latino? Oh, shit. Nas's homeboy? Yeah, him. He's half Latino. Oh, my God. Maybe Cool G Rap might be Latino. Cool G Rap is from Corona. Corona is AOC's district. I tell you, man, I don't listen. But all of these dudes who clout chase Tariq, anybody who, because I'm at the point, anybody who's even standing next to this dude, you're canceled. If you are standing next to this dude, you are canceled. The only debate you should be having is anti this cult. I just don't have enough time to get into it all right now. Like, Seti, are you serious? Cam, I just think, is a knucklehead. You part of the Nation of Islam and you a flag waving American? You on Twitter co-signing Candace Owens of all people? I don't like it's sometimes just we gotta walk away from the internet, man. It's crazy out there. Nutty. Nutty. And think of how much time has been wasted getting behind this FBA thing that came to us under the guise of getting reparations. And you have the nerve, some of you Negroes, to come after me. Oh, you anti-reparation, you hate us, you this, you that. Where are the FBA chapters? Where are the lawyers? Where are the lawyers that are supposed to come out and like, yeah, we're gonna do this case against the government? And all you did this election season is attack Kamala Harris, which is your right. That's fine. Kamala's not a good candidate. She sucked as a candidate and she shouldn't run again. But you had three other people, three reparations on the ballot, and little Jeremy from Louisiana invited one of them on his platform and he totally undermined her. They are not interested in getting reparations. And I would suffice to say, they only wanted Trump in office so that they can still have white supremacy to talk about, because they basically run out of content. You didn't make any statement keeping Kamala in office, and Trump, who is gonna go full Klansman this time, he's already, man, listen. It doesn't matter if Tariq is part Caribbean. It doesn't matter. He can say anything right now. The man can say anything. He and none of his stupid followers know jack about hip hop. How do you say, oh, these tethers didn't start it? Oh, there's nothing with tethers in New York. Oh, just because there's enough bunch of tethers in New York doesn't, you don't own hip hop. You don't run anything. Ask yourself, if we stole it, how come it's so easy to steal from y'all? Listen, but man, I'm kind of getting away from off that court. And let me say this: I'm trying to acquire this documentary so I can do a real full analysis of it. I'm not buying. I'm gonna look for a street vendor to get it from. I'm not putting a dime in this Negro's pocket. But they keep. I mean, how? Yeah, listen. Here's what's so laughable about you Negroes. You got Donald Trump in office because you didn't want the tether in office. Meanwhile, look at Trump. Look who Trump has next to him. Gorka, tether. Vivek, tether. Elon Musk, the real president, a tether. You dudes are just worthless, bro. You're worthless. You're dumb. Old fat joke. Like this is just another. This is nothing but fake news. Fake news. And no, that crap documentary, even the microphone check, even that's corny. God, man, y'all, like the word microphone check, corny as hell. Like, who writes this guy's material? And you're following this crap? I don't understand it, man. I don't get it. But I'm just the fake, phony outrage. Was it a man? What did you learn from microphone check? You tell me. Go ahead. What'd you learn? What'd you learn? I just told you already, the Pygmy Markham stuff is stupid. 2 turntables and a microphone to scratching the beats. James Brown didn't start hip hop. That other part of his gay Paul, what's his name? The guy with the hat. I don't know. There's so many those dudes from that community that he rocks with. It's crazy, man. You guys are nutty. You're really nutty, man. I forgot dude's name, but come on, man. So, I forgot the dude's name. You know who I'm talking about. He's got like the no more. Yeah, there's no reparation. Y'all ain't even talking about reparations. I remember went up on fucking Hood the Hood what's his name? Um Hoodie's channel, and he were talking about reparations. Everybody was screaming at me like it's my fault you're not getting reparations. All right. This man doesn't want reparations. He went on a Vlad TV. Listen. Anyway, I've got to go, y'all. You know, actually somebody's come for me, but I think I'll do another live later to talk about this. Maybe I'll bring some people up and we can have a discussion. You dudes just made fools of yourselves, man. This is nothing but fake news. But like, share, subscribe. Thanks for coming. All right. Put the comments down if you have anything you got to say. And yeah, you guys are just, y'all are jokers, man, for real. Peace and blessings. I'm out of here, man. Big up on yourselves. Peace. And leave the comments in the comment section. You got any beef later.